Hi guys, welcome back to the channel with Josh
and Kristen.
This video we're just going to talk about relationship anxiety, and which is something that we've both dealt with, like just individually in our relationship. And I guess as of like right now, we've been how long have we been? It's been 5-6 months.
6 months.
6 months?
Just about.
Yeah, so within 6 months, like the things we've dealt with, definitely like questioning, like from my end, just like, questioning, is this the right thing from God? Because it still seems like it's like almost too good to be true, which is still okay. Like it's just, I think that's almost like more of a sign that, things are how they're supposed to be, and that this is what God has for us. That things are just going really smoothly, and I think it's just, for me, like my own thoughts and stuff that sometimes runs wild, and just questioning, like, really, like, is this what it would look like, God? Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know, like, what you...
I can agree with what you're saying. Like, you have those moments, like for me too, where you pray for something, or you're expecting something, and when it does arrive, you almost question God, or you question yourself. Is this for me? Am I good enough? Is this the right time? Do I need to work on these things first, or how can I improve in these areas? And it becomes like a bunch of things going on in your head, and it can be a bit overwhelming, and you're just like, it's from God, but you don't fully accept it yet. And that's what I was feeling months back when we were first getting into our relationship. So that was my experience, and I've overcome that. And I think our praying and fasting helped with that as well.
I think it's really common for a lot of people to feel relationships, like it's because it's just common for you to question things, right?
Yeah.
So like everyone's gonna question, like, I know I was praying for this, like we both had our own lists of what we were looking for, and we prayed about it before we had met each other, and then when God over delivers on what his promise to you was, it's like, is this really, like, wow, like is this really it? Like, you're questioning things, even though you already know that it is. And then, like you said, like we did our fasted prayer, and we both got confirmation about it. And so knowing that as well just gives us even more confidence that, this is what God has for us, and just walking forward in that. And it's still, even though you do know that, you still sometimes have those things come up, and it's just normal, just questioning things. And obviously it doesn't mean that everything's going to be perfect all the time. Like, every relationship's going to have issues and arguments or disagreements or whatever. It's just normal.
And knowing that whatever the situation might be, that God has placed in your life, knowing that is from God, that gives me, and I think you too, more assurance that, okay, we are within his will, and if we are within his will, then we don't have to worry about the what ifs or what we're not meeting our expectations on. Because for me, I sometimes put myself to a really high standard, and like I have to meet all of these points and have all these checks. But I'm realizing more and more that I just have to do what God wants me to do, and not add on. Like, sometimes I do things that he never even asked me to do, never told me to do. And that just creates more stress and anxiety for me that he never wanted in the first place.
You touched on another thing, that it's not, relationship anxiety isn't just something about like, oh, is this relationship right? Like, is this person right for me? It also could be like, which is what I had, was that, am I going to be the partner that she needs me to be? That God wants for her. Is that the man that I can be for her? And yeah, just knowing that if God's brought us together, that obviously he knows what our journey is going to look like and what how it's both going to help us both grow. I think that that's also the other thing too, is that God, like, you're not going to have everything together before you meet.
Different seasons require different things.
Yeah.
So God's still working on both of us, and we'll just see new fruits come up in those seasons as well.
Yeah, and I think that, well, I know that there's a reason why God's brought us together, helping both of us grow. Maybe there's certain things in me that are going to help her, and then certain things in Kristen that's going to help me grow spiritually, just as a human being, just like in every area, in every aspect, right? And just and I'm starting to, and I'm not starting, I have seen over our relationship more and more how like I see like certain qualities in her, and I'm like, okay, I see, I can start to see, like, God, like, yeah, I see what, like, why we kind of were put together. I definitely agree with
for me too, just to clarify, I've seen things in you that I'm like, yes, I need that in a partner or whoever I'm with. That is something that God probably knew I didn't know.
And just like you said, there's a lot of stuff where I was like, oh yeah, like, I know I didn't even have that on my list or things that I wrote. I just kind of wrote some basic stuff on my list, but that I was looking for in somebody. And then again, as God always does, like, if it's in his will, it's something you've been praying about, it's always more than what you could have imagined it to be, or expected it or hoped it to be. So and I guess this video is just kind of saying that it's okay to feel those things, and it's normal to feel questioning things, even if you have received confirmation from God, and if you haven't, it's still fine as well. I mean, you can still always just keep praying about it, and just really listening to God's voice on what he has for you, and pay attention to the qualities. And I think that's the best thing to do, is to really, if you have written out what you were looking for in a partner, I always hear that, like, if you write it out, what you're looking for, to also become that list as well, because you can't really ask something of somebody if you can't offer that yourself, right? Like, you can't say, oh, I want a really calm, slow to anger person that's really understanding. Meanwhile, you're the complete opposite.
And I think it also depends on what that thing is. Maybe it's something you struggle with, like whether you like time management, but you're working on it. I think there are some instances where you might need that in another person, and it's not your strong suit. Probably time management wasn't the best example, but
it's a good example. No, because there are things that where maybe you're working, but as long as I'd say, even if you're working on it, but if you're just something that, like, like, I have a really bad anger problem, but I want somebody who's not angry, because then we can't have too much explosion. If we have where it's me, and then maybe they'll calm me down. I think that's really unhealthy. But so I guess all just to say, that it's really great to have, like, a guideline for yourself because then you're really narrowing down what you're looking for. Because if you don't have anything, you're really you're just falling for, I guess, the first person who's maybe treating you nice, and then you're kind of like, oh yeah, they got good qualities, they do this and this, I guess, but you haven't really, you're not like, okay, are they really lining up with what I was actually looking for? Because it's easy to forget when you're in the moment, I guess, too, and you're
I know what I did was a lot of self-reflection and introspective thinking, which helped me understand better the type of person I am and the different characteristics I have and things I need to work on or change or just completely remove from my day-to-day life. Everyone's path is different. Everyone takes different approaches.
Just finding somebody else that just also just matches up with your personality as well.
That's true. Personality.
And yeah, I don't know, do you have anything else you want to add to that, or?
I think we talked about this in another video about timing, just God's timing, because you might forget about whatever you prayed for, and then God just, here you go.
All of a sudden, yeah. But yeah, so that's just our thoughts and experiences just with relationship anxiety and
how to handle
it. Yeah, and I guess what to do if you're going through it, and just that it's okay to go through it and to have those feelings, and I don't think there is any timeline or time frame on when you feel things or when you don't, or when things are going to be smooth sailing, because I don't think anything is going to be smooth sailing. It's not like, oh, okay, like once you get married it's easy from there on out or something. Like it's always something different. There's different seasons, there's all kinds of stuff going on in life, and that's what it's about. It's just going through life together and learning and growing together. So
yep, we're always learning and growing.
Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.